You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax. There's no such thing as pure
illusion shattered.
Time for takeoff. Nice and spicy. Hey-ya!
disappear! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Boring! Useless!
Here we go. Think you can get away?
Now you shall perish.
That's it all in all. New punch.
Solidify!
Everybody stand back!
Behold! Cry louder!
Stabilize!
Dare to mess with me?
The wind rises.
Shine down.
Let's play! At the frying pan!
Illusion shattered.
Get out of my...
Nice and spicy! Time for takeoff.
Lament! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Useless!
Brace yourself. Think you can get away?
There is no escape!
Have fun with this gift.
This is order. Gather.
Teamwork is strict.
Behold.
Know your place!
Illusion shattered!
Yahoo! Eat this! Boba, get them!
Useless!
Torn to oblivion!
Time for takeoff.
Evil conquering!
Order guide you. Solidify.
Too late for regrets. Here's... I'm going in!
The wind rises.
Here we go. Think you can get away? I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom. Out of the frying pan.
Shine down!
Brace yourselves. You're toast! Here we go. Time for takeoff. What a...
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Ha! Ha!
Brace yourselves. Boba, get...
Illusion
Hey!
I will have order. Stabilize.
Have fun with this game. Teamwork is strength.
Behold!
Think you can get away? I see everything. Out of the frying pan. Yahoo! Make yourselves at home. Everyone hold hands.
There is no escape!
Law of the jungle!
Boba, get them!
Now you shall perish!
Dare to mess with me?
Solidify!
Let's light it up!
This is order! Gather!
Adventure time! I'm going in!
Truth repeats its course.
Bow your head!
Brace yourselves. Time for takeoff. Hey!
Let's end this now!
Fire!
Illusion shattered!
Let's play! I see everything!
There is no escape!
Order guide you! Stabilize!
Too late for regret! Gears of the storm! Purging transgression! Power flows through
Legend
me!
vermin!
Solidify! I will have order!
The wind rises. Too slow.
Have fun with this gift! We'll see about that!
This is order!
Everybody stand!
Upon the gale. You dare to gaze upon me?
Gather!
Behold!
Order guide you! Quake!
I'm going in!
Gears of the storm! Dare to mess with me?
The wind rises.
Think you can get away? Nice and spicy!
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Ha!
We'll see about that!
Let's light it up!
Solidify! I will have order!
Dare to mess with me?
Squall and fury. Upon the gale.
Let the flames of redemption
Have fun with this gift.
Teamwork is strength!
Bow your head.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
We'll see about that.
Behold.
Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom. Yahoo! At the frying pan, Time for takeoff. Nice and spicy.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Solidify.
Too late for regrets. Where are you? Ears of the storm. Let's light it up. I'm going in.
This is order. Gather.
Teamwork is strength!
Truth repeats its course.
Squall and fury.
You dare to gaze upon me?
Brace yourself. Think you can get away? Grow, grow, grow. At the frying pan, into the fire. Fury, sharing my knowledge.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion! Under full sight.
Nice and spicy. Ears of the storm. We'll see about that. Where are you? Going in.
The wind rises.
Order guide you.
Truth repeats its course. Everybody stand back.
Squall and fury. Bow your head.
Time for takeoff. Eat this! Committed to memory, the Temple of Wisdom.
Inazuma shines eternal! Erase all threats!
Think you can get away? Sharing my knowledge. At the frying pan, into the fire. Hey!
Torn to oblivion!
Yahoo!
escape.
Here we go. Time for takeoff. Grow.
Lament! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Here! Worthless! Here!
The Temple of Wisdom. I see everything.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Let's play. Think you can get away?
Foreign!
Committed to memory.
Shine down.
Hey! Make yourselves at home.
There is no escape.
Time for takeoff.
Evil conquering! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Useless!
Torn to oblivion.
Time to go. Stabilize!
Gears of the storm.
Teamwork is strength.
Behold!
Dare to mess with me?
Lord of Sand,
Let's
your
light it up.
sacrifice is ready.
Squall and Fury!
Pound into the ground!
Behold!
Here we go. Think you can get away?
Shine down.
Grow. Share my knowledge.
The day has finally come!
Time for takeoff. Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom.
Illusion shattered.
Think you can get away? Let's play. Time for takeoff.
There is no escape.
This may turn a little. Make yourselves at home.
Foreign! Useless!
Finally. Some
Grow,
target
grow,
practice.
grow.
Shine down.
Think you can get away?
Lament! Worthless!
And right the storm.
Worthless!
Where do you think you're going?
Share my knowledge. I really know life. Time for takeoff.
Illusion shattered.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Useless!
Target practice.
Think you can get away?
Insolent. Shine down.
Disappear! Worthless! Worthless! Here!
Master wings and raise the storm!
Boring!
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Solidify!
Have fun with this game! I'm going in!
The wind rises. You dare to gaze upon me?
Stabilize!
Too late for regrets!
I will have order!
We'll see about that! Gears of the storm! Too late for regret! Dare to mess with me? Brace yourselves. Time for takeoff.
Shine down!
This way for you. Share my knowledge.
Useless! Boring! Lament! Here! Worthless! Here! Here!
Illusion shattered!
Here we go. Think you can get away? Committed to memory.
Torn to oblivion!
Yahoo! Time for takeoff. The Temple of Wisdom. Take.
Boring! Disappear! Here! Here! Worthless! Here!
Inazuma shines eternal!
We'll see about that. Everybody stand back.
Squall and Fury! Know your place!
Stabilize! Order guide you! Solidify! I will have order!
I'm going in. Truth repeats its course.
You dare to gaze upon me?
order guide you.
Dare to mess with me? Have fun with this. Teamwork is trick.
This is order.
Cry louder! Relax. Quit following me.
We'll see about that. Dare to mess with me?
Stabilize.
The wind rises.
It is time, Morax. We settle this now.
Swollen Fury. Know your place.
There is no atonement.
Stabilize.
For 1,000-year
We'll see
praise.
about that.
The wind rises.
Today, you witness your reckoning!
Dare to mess with me?
The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Squall Fury!
You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not!
Truth repeats its course. Everybody stand down!
Experience an eon
Solidify.
of suffering!
The wind rises. Bow your head.
More axe!
Huh? Hunter. We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Too slow. Behold!
There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised. Traveler and Paimon. Indeed.
There's no need to be...
Thanks. Speaking of which...
Of course we went! A lot of...
I see. If there is another...
My lady, if you went to Port...
Yeah!
It's called Covert Protect.
It's all right, Dia. The festival's tomorrow.
Even when you put it that way...
Don't worry, my...
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and...
Oh, I've already prepared a...
Whoa!
Here we are. It's...
It looks really nice.
Not at all.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will...
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to...
Then let's meet at the new...
It's a deal.
I may be too
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero... Oh, no. Did we oversleep? We should go meet the...
Squall Fury! Huh. Too slow.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haft Mewa feast.
Oh,
Mushrooms, so...
It's another Sub-Zero. Generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Rukashva mu-
So, Wait, but if... Then wouldn't the... Oh, Traveler, we have to... Thanks!
Dear customers, would you like to try your...
What's alchemical...
Right?
So,
It's quite simple.
sure sound...
That is precisely what we need. After the...
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusan,
Why does everything sound...
So that's the true wisdom behind it. Okay, one moment.
Paimon wants to take...
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really
Oh, I remember now. It means...
illusions and
Yes.
He's not even trying...
naturally,
Oh, it's not...
Guess that was still...
they say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yald.
It's a weird guy. Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
In the few short days. All right, little soldiers.
Yes, not...
It's all thanks to Miss Du.
As are we.
Whichever... Ooh,
And there's also Liz.
huh?
Onikabu.
Dunyarzad, you try... It's all right.
I also believe it.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Excellent work. That is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right.
Attention! Here's your Sunsetia flavored candy.
Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Paimon
They all basically sound...
Oh, actually, can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad,
behold!
We're too late.
I know, right?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our
those are my...
Who are you?
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, help...
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia!
Don't speak so.
Don't worry about it. Traveler,
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's...
Please be careful.
don't waste your time.
Squall and fury.
Dunyarzad, are you okay?
Yeah,
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, traveler, found ya.
Dia!
Any more of them? Or rather, did any...
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this?
Please,
Come on.
hold on. It can't be.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad.
Thank you, Fairy.
Don't...
Are you feeling...
My lady, your condition.
Truly.
Behold!
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually...
Can't believe...
Sumeru's...
Dunyarzad...
There's no need to compare to the I know that my family loves me. Did you know? Since I was I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's not to mention this way. When my final day does arrive, at the very least, many people will remember.
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also...
To be honest, lesser look thanks. Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the damn Nilu will and with that
Then what are we waiting for?
Yeah.
Quit following me. Too slow. Squall and fury.
Were you not aware?
Over there!
I think I just...
The dance of...
The Sub-Zero's festival. The law also prohibits the private host if you continue. The Grand Sage.
How... The academia was... This is a hard...
Art. Our ARCHON created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth. While people like you,
No!
with your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return...
Understood.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your...
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go some more.
Nilu,
But you've been looking...
it's okay. It would be too risky to continue this...
If you say so.
Yes. Okay. It's a prompt.
Paimon can't believe this is how...
It really is a...
A lot happened today. It's Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a Yeah.
All connections have been secured. The project is...
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of... We should go meet...
Not at all.
You seem...
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go?
Sure! Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from...
You are quite right.
They're all... Actually,
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods.
Appear to be.
really?
The moon signifies. It's escaping me for.
Is he really...
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition.
Understood.
Oh, it's.
Guess that was... So, where to next?
All right, soldiers. Now that you have...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on?
Ferris, the night...
Oh, do you want...
What? Ooh!
And there's also...
Traveler?
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Huh? But now that you... Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you... A feeling... Oh, Paimon! In that case, so why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! Your intention...
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you... Got it. You...
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake! Isn't it... Oh... That... Isn't this going a bit too... How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it... Then, you mean... That's so, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon... Hey! Dinnersot is sitting by yourself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinnersot.
Oh,
Kidnappers?
I'm okay.
Whew.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days...
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you...
Deja vu?
Oh, hi...
It's almost time.
Huh?
Nilu's dance of...
With your lack of intellectual credentials, when we return,
Understood.
the Sub-Zero.
Nilu?
Oh, it's okay.
But you've been really...
It truly is unfortunate.
True, but...
The next...
Wait.
No.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Ah! So, in the... Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more...
Observing a modest...
Continue to monitor.
Why does Paimon feel so...
Too slow. The wind rises.
Good morning, Dinyers.
Not at all.
Huh?
I'm doing well.
Great idea. Let's get going. Traveler?
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy. Oh, are you interested? It's not that simple. Each box contains a...
They all sound pretty tasty.
And there's also...
Huh?
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which... Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. That... What?
That couldn't have... Mind reading?
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you going? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyar's...
Behold!
What are you looking... Traveler? That's...
Squall and Fury.
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you all acknowledge you should use it. You know Paimon? Well... What the... This is our... Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't... What the... Your sense of date, it was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar, as you can, that first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good. What's happening? Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is as for the I can only... She looks like she isn't... If we can break Buddha's things... You sure love to eat... Okay, so... With what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting... My mind feels exhausted. That doesn't sound right. The moon... That doesn't sound right. The Grand Sage said, we've already That should be it. A
time loop. Still the wrong... A simple time... Dunyarzad... The Sub-Zero... Let's think about our currents, and to do that, Nahida rejects Paimon's memories.
The wind rises.
Hey there!
Hey, it's you guys again. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee... Huh? What kind of felt... Didn't you know that...
He actually... Anyway...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so Ooh,
You're really... So...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? What you just...
Paimon...
Marvelous.
When you say it...
I believe that the book only...
So that's how it... We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. Yeah.
Follow, behold!
I'm fine, my
Perfect timing. But
Paimon, traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh?
You want the traveler?
How did you know what I...
We need to say some...
Dia sold...
Tell her, traveler!
I didn't tell any...
All right.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers...
She's quite...
Yeah, her parents said that...
Huh?
I don't quite
My lady, are you angry? All right.
fury.
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told.
We just wanted her.
The real dude?
Huh?
Hold on. Over there. Is that? Miss Junior.
Her condition?
I.
Do you believe us? So, you.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken the Akasha rule? A gnosis could.
So,
She said.
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants not.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into. Oh, yeah. That sounds about right.
My mind feels exhausted. Okay, Nahida said it. People in Sumeru. What's happening right now? What's happening right now? That doesn't sound right.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwelt compiling the entire country's knowledge, you think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information? Who knows?
What's the point of.
Just think about it. This hive mind could.
Excellent! In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep Traveler!
I heard it too. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualty. But...
remember. Good. You adapted quickly this time. We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is oh, Paimon, it's extremely difficult for lab. If we're lab rats. The moon? Anyway, you know. Oh.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking?
You didn't...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Shh! So Dia's lost her memories after all.
It's as if...
You're saying...
That's right.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have...
So you want us...
How did you...
Do you think the samsara has been
Really? Good.
Hey!
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is how many it's even
Okay, no more!
That gets some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away. Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a lot. Yeah, even though it's happy and life.
Continue the hunt.
We're still in the same day. Nahida, you.
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still up. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. Now,
Paimon's at the Duke did that!
of course. In the time we've been together.
Paimon's.
In other words,
Nahida's talking about confusing.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new...
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right!
So...
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, the beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operation. The moon illusion. We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound...
Oh, that's why when we wake, but muscle
A brilliant...
Nahida,
To put it simply...
that isn't simple at all!
Why don't you...
Right! She did help us.
Behold!
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected.
It hurt?
Well, you're...
Huh. True.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys?
Don't think too hard about...
All right, then.
Yes.
Then I'd have to
Oh? Why do you...
If we've actual... Common sense says my wallet should...
Right. They could use the Akasha. It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it...
You have proof.
You two are surprisingly serious about this. Now, come with me, Miss Dunyarzad.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike. It's just as they say.
Is it really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo can... The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate... Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise? Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion? But at least Yep, that's true. So strange. Paimon feels like everything's been. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right. It's really strange. Paimon can't believe it. How about we go back and ask Nahida?
Behold!
Nahida!
You're back early today.
Sort of. We're mostly sure.
Leaving the city. As far as
we did? But
let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back, but you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway. So at the...
It is true that sometimes...
Really? That's kinda strange. And fear...
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Our memories are back! Back!
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just... listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
We don't have many more festivals to wait.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order.
I have a real emergency. My goods have...
That's your problem. Make sure you make a...
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the academia already announced the lockdown for... Let's go and question... Hello, sir. Why can...
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, this is a good spot. And the guard has a... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave? But... Oh... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look!
Paimon, calm down.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is...
Okay. Paimon, can you... I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely... It really sounds like something big outside of this. But this way, we'll also never discover what's out... Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being... Well... Okay.
Yep.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already...
To make something like this? Nahida, you really...
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be...
We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's... Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of... I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human...
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you... But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other. Absorbed... And now, even the final space has also... Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now! Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that...
Oh, right. Paimon did
the message. It should have come
after the beep. Traveler said...
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just... My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha. My impression is that each day in this samsara... All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of Paimon's head is...
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the ARCHON War, at its... So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface...
Wow, the ARCHON War, huh? That's... Hey! Do you want some alone time to think?
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know.
You're back. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate? Okay.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero. That doesn't sound right. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had. That doesn't sound right. People in Sumeru don't dream. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them.
Huh. So people in Sumeru do. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the power of... It is the manifestation of the god of wisdom.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the dead. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are...
So in other words, Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. And the real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha...
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The Grand Sage said, "Go sell..." That doesn't sound right. The beep is a prompt tone for... Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha. And
so, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals.
All right, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep... Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would... Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from early... That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest.
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival Samsara.
Can humans really keep dreaming?
We might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation...
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody...
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream...
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time. Traveler, do you have it...
Okay, Nahida said... That doesn't sound right. The Grand Sage said...
Celebrate the birth of... Could it mean... Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival Samsara...
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their...
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
Nahida? Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way! Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that...
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real...
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person. You know, speaking of which... The
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up.
Don't be like that, Nahida.
To prevent more tragedies like this.
Great, but...
Although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. As for me, during this...
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her. Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way. Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond... So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense! Ferris, let's go ask him...
Too slow. Squall and Fury.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
An experiment?
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. I've also wondered...
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sabzeruz festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to... Okay. I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you...
What?
Foggy? Sorry, but... Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her, but none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers. Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Behold!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... fine, alright. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
A new punching bag.
I will have order.
Too late for regrets.
Squall and Fury.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, remember how during the first Sabzeruz festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad. She said it was because she had forgotten some... Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that... Yeah. This is the place. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open? Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us, even though she must have wanted to, if we hadn't felt, but now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey, where are you off to now?
The wind rises.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled.
There will always be frustrations.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just... What? Where are we going this time?
Squall Fury!
If you continue to resist, we will. The Grand Sage is.
Oh.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes, the greater Lord Brav.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice.
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away?
Yeah, What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting... Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple body Saras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is that...
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunya's...
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the... His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all that. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parent." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, his wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning?
Yes. But his faith and determination were...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Paimon thinks the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal. She's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
The wind rises.
Well done, Traveler. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilu.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? And
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
What's going on? Why are you two so excited?
it's actually been...
Oh? What's going on?
It's actually...
Oh?
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first.
After we among the countless dreams, once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though, where both will gradually fade. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the travel...
You also heard someone's voice, right?
Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to...
It seems like the Traveler established a connection, as you two probably know.
A message from Greater Lord
King Deshret? That god who died even longer?
Okay, so...
Is the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's many devoted scholars, but I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? But...
The Traveler wasn't effect. No, we must... This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium.
How did you do that?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord, I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark... What about your own body? Why do you...
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, at that time, I was young and weak. However...
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Great and
Yeah!
Think trying to find every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wit. You mean how the Akasha...
Yeah, it's been said...
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared.
Misdirect?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom, even if the truth is that they're dreaming with their propaganda in place. That besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have... Anyway, the perspective by now, even those who never use Akasha got it. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sages' activities for now.
Going and get some sleep. What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker.
I see.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
Squall Fury!
Ad Astra Avisask.
Hi, Catherine! Do you...
Commissions? Oh! And if possible...
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. It appears... In that case, please go to Port...
Hey! That's not any better!
Mm-hmm. I'm sure the mercenaries will...
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting...
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come...
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew, Catherine. So it's been you this whole time?
Are you... Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's Festival. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Fairs, the night of flowers.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's Festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone...
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream?
Why are you... No! We aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. By the way, have you had a chance to visit...
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the whip, but for the moment, our top focus should
Right. Who knows?
So our first priority...
Oh! Good...
Behold!
Let's continue our chat here.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can invest...
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on... I've already tried that. But all the key members of the Academia, it seems that from the very beginning, They've been guarding against info leaks from the...
Have you already caught the sick?
I'm guessing not. In any case... We're in the dark as of now. After all... No way, that's...
You mean it'd be too...
No, it's not that. We shouldn't doing that would be ignoring the same...
That's a good point. Nahida.
According to a...
Okay.
Well, then I should find...
You're saying we should... Oh, before...
Actually, I already have someone in mind.
Setaria. We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival Paimon still remembers this.
I've always liked the... She was born in the...
Oh, Paimon?
The name Setaria means star. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. Soon after, the star began to wave, but in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
From the sound of it, Setaria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running...
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, she's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already become the sage's... Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it from my past observations. Setaria tomorrow afternoon just happens to prepare.
The wind rises.
This should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Setaria?
No, I already have enough information on Setaria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Talking style and key characteristics?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fate? The divine voice of wisdom.
Huh?
Shh.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Health prospects. Oh, the gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for... Harut.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate...
I admit that the...
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to...
Is this another one of Setaria's favorite stalls?
Yep. It belongs to a king. When I start talking...
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind...
Oh,
Speaking of...
I suppose after that,
That's not...
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh, no, not anymore. A few years back, he...
I see. I'll have someone in...
No problem.
This should be our final stop. Setaria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she
Nahida!
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall...
After all, but...
What an admirable...
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First...
That's right.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
So, was that everybody?
Cetaria's all. I remember you. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith.
Oh, Paimon! Although she knows she should return home to help.
Well, King Deshret is long gone. And Cetaria is also too. If we simply engaged, but.
So, you mean you're.
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. As long as everything goes.
So that's.
Exactly.
Huh?
That's no problem.
Huh.
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been...
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine. Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only...
Alright, then let's give it a...
You think You've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can handle it, maybe that's their problem. Quit following me. Too slow.
Oh, here she comes. Cetari.
Let's quietly follow her. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Paimon's starting to feel kind of nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you—
Oh, of course I'm—
Okay then. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they?
So, which fortune do you...
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like...
A mess?
Well,
I hear you. No problem.
Sorry, your new laugh is just...
Oh, please, the gods are asking. Sitaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone... home?
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a
I'm sorry. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to...
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is...
King... Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still exist in...
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer.
Oh, no. As a child of... I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Whoa! She just ran up.
Well done. Sitaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida, it's...
All I know are... Anyway, enough of that.
She's out of Keem's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away!
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What, gardening? But don't you hate everything to do with plants? I still remember getting mad at you for secretly throwing away... Fair. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I've been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos, and has begun to... He has a quick temper, and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want...
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to be...
Akeem, you don't mean... You've also become a believer of King Deshret?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this!
You really zeroed in, but once everything...
Come on! Sitaria's already started talking with Shishan!
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. I celebrated this.
Wait.
Are you still failing to realize that the
Jishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who worked side by side with the academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects.
Please, please stop!
Even now, Satari is still trying to run from her problems.
She can no longer
Hey, she's
This is the most
Mercenary, please, try to Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead.
Miss Sataria. King Deshret, you must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a child of King Deshret. Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily.
How do you know?
That's not important. If you could provide some.
I've actually never believed in the gods. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the Sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zeru's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the I've just been However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the academia.
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all.
The academia entrance.
Don't worry about. I'm only suggesting.
All right.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side.
The Traveler's execution was ingenious. He's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you?
Fury.
Catherine, we're here!
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight.
Yep, Paimon's right. If something were to happen, after all.
Yep. Exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our off. What do you feel is up? It's the middle of the night.
No, I think he's right. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets.
Huh.
I also can't quite...
Well, regard... There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the Academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
The wind rises.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no! What should we do? These are all just regular people!
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here!
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru! Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
This should be far enough. Is the Hida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told him that even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the Academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time? Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahita's help. Nahita said we'll meet again outside of the city. But, you mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work? Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Behold! Everything was futile. Squall Fury! Take it and have fun. The wind rises.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around. Core of we are no...
The outcast? But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still wasting time.
You're up...
Ears of the storm! I'm going in!
Squall Fury!
It isn't over yet! That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries... Yeah, but this... going up against...
The wind rises.
Oh, it's the Traveler Kale!
As a result...
Oh, Kale! Speaking of Tainar...
Oh, Master Tainar... I thought it was weird too. Master... No. I know that before he...
A research... Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI. Got it. Whoop. Wait! Look who it is! Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about... Hey! This was supposed to be a...
Actually, it's very plus. Even the pool...
Paimon feels like only the real Nihi...
Huh?
Well, we understand...
When you left, instead, luckily... I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds. Which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the doctor is already an expert at modifying a...
Would that mean you'd no longer be... Plus...
We shouldn't give up hope just yet.
Actually,
Yes, I have. You didn't come...
We're looking for a...
Okay.
traveler? It is you!
Ah! It's Hypatia!
Ah, what a pleasant surprise! It's so...
Who's this? She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the... what's it called? Satyavada life?
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means... you're not in training anymore? Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Paripurna life?
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did it! Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last! When my consciousness made contact with the god.
That sounds incredible!
Oh, remember? My current self...
You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
We're using that incense again?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladier's memories? But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no Peripurna life, but rather...
Ah! You! Why are you... I found divine wisdom.
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait. Have I... already lost my mind?
Wait, something isn't right! Okay, we finally lost him!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for... After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? Wait, then...
I never imagined that. Also, while we were running, the doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shout...
Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. Even in a moonless night, a shout... Paimon knows the moon Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert? But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the Traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's...
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. I've spent some time...
Thank you, Tainar.
All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were... What?
Do you have any evidence? So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardes DI. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like the Doctor and the Balladeer. From your description, I don't think they've completed. But then, what is the connection between
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the Sage's goals. Right.
I'll stay here for now. If you're planning to go into the desert, come find me here if there's anything.
Thanks, Tighnari. Pretty lively here. So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall...
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Over here.
Ethan went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
Dare to mess with me?
What the... Where did he go? How did we lose him?
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep... All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list. However...
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, and these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still in... Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like...
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the Academia after all. So but that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge capsule. Am I right? No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own.
That's right! We have the same plan as you! But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else.
It's always better to travel...
Before us lies Aru.
Whoa.
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia.
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment, just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here.
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Alhaith?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crime.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer.
Has Alhaitham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's... If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two!
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia? Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here, otherwise these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and but how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skull. Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong! Is this a sandstorm?
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Someone's calling for us!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you Academia folks such hard work? Move!
All right, stop yelling.
Well, hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister.
All right, now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from and now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh,
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got...
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two...
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little as General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request. But I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages.
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the Academia. I believed it would be wise to flee the Academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power, or...
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Al-Haytham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the Academia, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Al-Haytham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Al-Haytham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebot as well.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together, but then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures? In the sandstorm?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive...
Yeah, just leave them to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried.
Too slow. Behold!
Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated.
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round. I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Too late for regrets! Truth repeats its course! Let's light it up! Everybody stand!
Squall of Fury!
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up? The creatures stopped appearing.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I am the chief of Aru village.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert.
I can't say they've always been common. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes.
So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones.
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms?
Everyone in Aru Village. Speaking of which, why haven't I.
Village Keeper?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars, exiled here by the Academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity. The Academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars.
Alas, but no one in the village has ever seen them leave.
I've had encounters with those people in the past.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, but, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino?
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No, let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Quit following.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its The Academia has long exiled When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent initially. The people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad. Aru Village was struck by the. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressed despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night. After that, the people.
The soft green light? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of them.
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Academia could still monitor their activities.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then!
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone. So, what do you make of the story? Really?
What? You don't believe us?
No, it's not so much that I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali. The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord. In addition, I've never heard any stories about
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a. How should Paimon put it?
I've spent many years interrogating criminals.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth!
That look in your eyes. How can this be? To think.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to. But easier said than done.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find.
Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isa.
Is your grandpa.
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local.
Grandpa is. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know.
All right.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to come.
Huh? You knew this?
Yes. Isak's parents were both, unfortunately, later. However, this one summer night, so Grandpa walked the next morning. It's said that the Isak was thrilled that
all this somehow just.
Perhaps. It's also my...
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing.
Perhaps you are more...
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you, We've cleared everything. Really? Yeah!
All right.
Excuse me.
You mean the village? When I was eating anything.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the... But honestly...
Do you also think
Grandpa? It still feels well, what a...
Gotcha!
The wind rises.
Sir?
Oh, well, if it isn't... The last time I saw him...
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I've known you since you...
Wow. Okay.
Huh? Don't say anything. Let's head over there.
Squall and Fury.
Listen, see if you can make...
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true...
Still, you say he's coming back.
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting... Delavar was saying that many people also went insane. Isn't it a sign of King...
Huh.
Exactly. Those...
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you...
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no...
Okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King...
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that... Hey, it's true. Would you want to live like Delavar also...
Is that...
seems...
Please...
The people here really like King Deshret, but...
Where is...
I haven't run into...
No, not at all.
Sounds like you're not...
No,
I have many ways, so you'd best just stay... Don't do anything.
Yes, got it.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isaac! I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. This is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before. But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense.
A certain trap?
So,
Huh? You know...
yes.
Wait.
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From a scholar.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male.